Tees. They're not going to be able to get it down. That's going to be 2. All of a sudden, and almost to the smoke. V2, that grenade, however, as I say it, brings down to 1 player remaining. Oh, look at this. Look at the trigger discipline. As he's lining them up, he's finding the both. Oh, is this going to work out? He gets 1. He knows where that other player is. What a play. He's still got to find it, number 2, and he's let that. And it is all falling apart for Kova Academy. Bomb will likely go down here. At least able to get the money, although no, it does not. He backs off of it, tries to run away, although he's going to get stuck in the ladder. Well, at least 1 player from dealing damage, although still not fully done. The M4 coming out in the blunder from Kova Academy up in the heaven location. In this Molotov burning them down 3 HP. He drops down, though, and gets the kill. 2 versus 2. All of a sudden, this round is going, and now they are back in. And we are seeing the T's begin to stack up what looks to be like potentially a split or ramp execute. That's going to be Gepard going down, caught in the head. And here we go as the push executes. It's going to be down towards B. 1 player ramp going down, 2 with the op for support. It's going to be a trade, although full V rifle. This is still very much winnable. CT dropping down, trying to catch out the man on ramp. Not going to be able to do so. Although look at this, 1 versus 2. Sorry, 3. Although it might as well be a 1 versus 1 with the HP of Zeal. There it is. However, T's. Loss bonus starting to kick in as we're going to be seeing a pistol round from Kova Academy. We have a Tech 9, 2 players. So yeah, most likely a throw around. Just going to be running into a site, trying to get to that.
And hello and welcome everybody. We are here today with another game in the Authority League Season 4. I'm one of your casters, Ryan Rumbles, today. And here with me I have Cookie. Welcome, man.
Hello.
So we have a pretty good matchup here today. 95Vikings against Yggdrasil. I pronounced it before you, so I know you have an idea how to say it.
We will get it wrong.
Yeah, we will get it wrong.
Guys, you decided to pick a name with 2 G's in it. That's not my fault. Anyway,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it'd be a good-looking matchup. 95Vikings, if you remember from last season, they came 2nd place in quite a good matchup with, God, I can't remember who, but I remember that final being quite fun to cast. The Scandinavian squad, don't know too much about them, but from what I have seen, it should be a fun matchup. Forward to it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I understand Yggdrasil is more of a puck team, I'm sorry, as in they're playing generally playing the smaller tournaments. They've been in Authority League Season 3, for example, and they played in the Vulcan Cup, I think, in a Danish little tournament. They are a Scandinavian side as well, like you mentioned. Their squad has been, the core of the squad has been together for a little while now. I think for roughly a year. Talking about players like Lucky and Killian and Zelian, they've been there for longer. But the same can be said for 95Vikings. The difference is the 95Vikings are very seriously in the ECA as well, but they haven't escaped ECA Open for a while now. And I'm interested in seeing one thing. 95Vikings, they had a newer player in Arnav, and now they switched him back out for Pred1, who is in over a longer break from CSGO, but is now back, and 95Vikings definitely challenging the league with their old strong lineup. So I think there's going to be like a positive momentum going on.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what happens. Looking at the scores from last game, if I'm looking correctly, our Danish and Swedish friends won their first matchup 16-11 against Immensity, which was quite a close game there. 95Vikings haven't played yet, I believe. Yeah, this will be their first game. So
yeah, absolutely. And considering it's like a round robin group as well, everybody plays each other just once. It's very important to get off to a good start here. I mean, Yggdrasil got one victory already For example, Kova's Academy has played 2 games, they've lost both, so they have very minimal chance to winning this group, getting straight into semifinals. Of course, nobody gets eliminated really easily. Only the last 2 of last berths of Group A and Group B respectively, and then rest of the middle of the group goes into the play-in stage. I think most teams, of course, would like to avoid that, as that's going to take a lot of time. Some teams there play the ECA as well. The season is approaching us, so there's going to be a lot of schedule clashes as well. Maybe it's going to be a bit too busy, so realistically everybody wants to give their best and finish on that first spot, which takes them to the semi-finals right away.
Yeah, and with 95Vikings not having played yet, it'll be interesting to see if they can come up with some kind of counter-strats to what they've already seen from Yggdrasil. See if they can come up with something, and then see if 95Vikings can do some off things that you wouldn't quite expect, catch them off guard.
Yeah, exactly.
They haven't got much VOD on that. They've got last season's obviously, but
yeah, they did finish second there, I believe. So definitely room for improvement again.
Not much improvement, but
yeah, well,
only 1 spot to go, but we'll see.
Yeah,
get that sorted.
I think we should be getting the veto very soon as well. Right, but I think we'll be taking a little bit of a break then before that's going to be shown, apparently.
And I think this is done. No health left, and there we go, join the force. They take the victory over 95Vikings. And they take the first spot in this season.
2 groups of 7 teams will battle against each other in a round of robin best of 1 stage. Number 1, each group goes to the semi-finals. Worst team of each group is out. The other 10 teams will go to the playing stage and battle it out to the remaining spots in the playoffs.
Doge gets the 1. Now it's on Pena. He gets the 1. Can he get the second as he peeks out? He does get the second!
They again are having a bye and the Ren boost is coming out. This is what you like to see. And Bradfly takes the entry onto JV so easily. He was just flying like a bird there.
2022 play-ins, Spirit faced a brand new 0-0 nation on Ancient, giving them the chance to display their new B pistol strategy. As you can see, it's a set piece and not a simple rush, and this will mostly be playing around the post plant. Let's first take a look at the map to understand what Spirit did exactly to be able to pull this pistol round off. As you can see, they start off with having all 5 players towards lane, where they will set up ready for this B execute. Patsy will stay here, just making sure no CTs come out of Jaguar or jump up from middle. Now that the site is all secure, Patsy will then start the long flank all the way around to CT, while his teammates simply just try buy as much time as possible for this flank to come in, hoping to get the round win off of it. So now let's take a look at Siren's point of view to understand what exactly he did for the side of Spirit. He will be purchasing up a smoke and a Molotov, however making sure to drop over the Molotov towards Chopper. He will also be carrying the bomb for this strategy. When his team are ready to go, he will then line himself up as shown, aiming just on the end of this plant and using a left click throw. This can be used for 128 and also 64 tick servers. This smoke will land towards short. Even though you can't see his crosshair here, he'll aim around this area and just throw the flash over. You can throw any sort of flash here if you want, so I wouldn't really worry about this too much. After this, his team have now secured the site. He will then plant default before heading in towards cave, playing for the post plant. Because they get smoked off, Spirit try to think of ways to get back in towards the site and simply just decide to explode out of the smoke as a group, overwhelming the CTs. Moving on to Magisk now, he will be simply picking up armor and will be the first player out towards ramp, taking the duel on towards Try, who is on site. Also making sure to jump a little bit here, just making him a harder target to hit. He will then go in towards cave, boosting up Wonderful, giving him a different angle to see over the smoke. They will then explode out of the smoke together, as we already know. Chopper will be picking up 2 flashes and a smoke grenade. He'll be dropping one of the flashes over towards Siren in the trade for the Molotov. He will line up his smoke by pushing himself in towards this corner, aiming on this smudge on the wall and using a jump throw bind. This is only for 128 tick because it does use a jump throw bind. I just want to make sure everyone is aware of that. Following this, he will then get in towards this corner, aim on the bottom left of this bucket and use a left click throw. However, this can also be used for 64 and 128 tick servers. Chopper will quickly then check the flank towards T-spawn before getting ready with his flashbang towards the site in order for his team to explode out of cave that we have seen previously. Moving on to Patsy now, he'll be picking up armor and will be quickly looking towards middle and Jaguar. Notice how even when his teammates are going on towards the site, he isn't pushing or moving at all. He is simply waiting for a reaction from the CT side. He will then get quickly on this flank through middle after realizing no CTs are coming from this area of the map. He is able to buy enough time and also take out 2 players here that 00 Nation cannot defuse the time, resulting in the round win for Spirit. Now looking at Wonderful here, who is actually auto-muted, however, I'm sure he is a great kid at heart. He'll be picking up armor the same as Patsy and Magisk, and will be the second entry on towards the site. After gaining site control, he will then go with Magisk to clear all of cave and Jaguar before being boosted on the box in cave, ready for the post plant. Again, going out with his team with the flash from Chopper, being able to take out the diffuser, giving more time for Spirit to win the round. Overall, this strategy is fairly easy to pull off. However, I feel it would be a little bit challenging if the CT side is extremely aggressive towards lane and really wants to get information in this area of the map. However, you just need to make sure you're sort of aware of this and ready for that early CT aggression to come in. Go out there and give it a go for yourself and see how it works for you and your team. Thank you so much for watching, guys. It's been Glaze and
confident in their ability. We're gonna have the T's run in, and that's gonna be 2 shotgun kills, 3, as the T's are just absolutely mowed down and dropping on the head of the 2 at the beginning of the season. Cox is looking to take their first win to technically be 1-1, despite this being their first game in the spray down. Quickly dropping down the T's to 2 players remaining. As being at the bottom of that ladder. Smoke in hand, though, so Kova able to get down there. Another smoke coming through. Volson should mow these players down. 2 up on the ramp. Look at this stack, though. They're just waiting. He's going to get 1. Is there number 2? And it's going to die. That's it. 4 versus 2 as he slowly accepts his fate. It flag as walking through. The player up top is going to get 1, although traded. Still a 4 versus 3. The 2 rifles still in play, so this is not fully out. And they just met one of them. That's 1 rifle down. As they trade. And the Zeus kill coming out, although the trade is still there. As it's going to be Gepard waiting on the double doors so patiently. He's going to have the information that they're there. As we see, the rotations coming out. That's going to be 1. That's going to be 2. And all of a sudden, 1 versus 1. Kova coming back from a 2. The Kova Academy players. Couple picks coming out, although equalized from heaven. Not going to be enough. 1 versus 1. I say not going to be enough, although it is an even game. Bomb is planted. Disadvantage on Spy. And that's going to be... But again, on Nuke, you can pretty much do anything. Quick utility being used at the door. That Molotov shutting down any sort of rush. And look at his position from Volson. He's going to wait. The trigger discipline. 1, 2. He's going for number 3. Can't connect and is not able to. However, Gepard going to overtime. So, Cox's bomb down into the site. Not really sure what's going on there. As, look at this. Once again, coming behind. Does he make the same mistake twice. He pulls out one, pulls out two, and here we go. That's the shot, and they are hunting. He's gonna miss again, and that is punished. Two missed shots as the T's all of a sudden have a great position, and up into heaven they go. Although from hell, like the demon he is, taking out two, dropping to the third. 2 versus 3. Now, when coming up the vents, he's gonna get caught out. Yeah, they're gonna be dropping down. Do they expect man up top? They do not. There's gonna be one down. Bomb is dropped. This is going to hurt the T's. They're not gonna be able to get it down, and that's gonna be 2. All of a sudden, and almost to the smoke. V2, that grenade, however, as I say it, brings down the 1 player remaining. Although, look at this. Look at the trigger discipline. As he's lining them up, he's finding the both. Oh, is this gonna work out? He gets 1. He knows where that other player is. What a play. He's still gotta find it, number 2, and he's let that. And it is all falling apart for Kova Academy. Bomb will likely go down here. At least able to get the money, although no, it does not. He backs off of it, tries to run away, although he's gonna get stuck in the ladder. Well, at least 1 player from dealing damage, although still not fully done. The M4 coming out in the blunder from Kova Academy up in the heaven location, in this Molotov burning them down 3 HP. He drops down though and gets the kill. 2 versus 2. All of a sudden, this round is going, and now they are back in. And we are seeing the T's begin to stack up what looks to be like potentially a split or ramp execute. That's gonna be Gepard going down, caught in the head. And here we go as the push executes. It's gonna be down towards B. 1 player ramp going down, 2 with the op for support. It's going to be a trade, although full V rifle. This is still very much winnable. CT dropping down, trying to catch out the man on ramp. Not gonna be able to do so. Although look at this, 1 versus 2. Sorry, 3. Although it might as well be a 1 versus 1 with the HP of Zeal. There it is. However, T's. Loss bonus starting to kick in as we're gonna be seeing a pistol round from Kova Academy. We have a Tech 9 on 2 players. So again, most likely a throw around, just gonna be running into a site, trying to get to that bomb plant. We are actually gonna be seeing some trades coming in too for that bomb plant. We are actually gonna be seeing some trades coming in too for Kova there with the Tech 9. So actually, a round that is going a bit better than they would have expected. They're mostly going to be cleaned up right here. Comp that I have never seen, seriously. So either Cox is trying to finesse some extra money out of this, or they're just so confident in their ability. We're going to have the T's run in, and that's going to be 2 shotgun kills. 3! As the T's are just absolutely mowed down and dropping on the head of the 2 at the beginning of the season. Cox is looking to take their first win to technically be 1-1. Despite this being their first game in the spray down, quickly dropping down the T's to 2 players remaining. Kova able to get down there. Another smoke coming through. Volson should mow these players down. 2 up on the ramp. Look at this stack though. They're just waiting. He's gonna get 1. Is there number 2? And it's gonna die. That's it. 4 versus 2 as he slowly accepts his fate. And flag as walking through, the player up top is gonna get 1, although traded. Still a 4 versus 3. The 2 rifles still in play, so this is not fully out. And they just met one of them. That's 1 rifle down. As they trade.
2022 play-ins, Spirit faced a brand new 0-0 nation on Ancient, giving them the chance to display their new B pistol strategy. As you can see, it's a set piece and not a simple rush, and this will mostly be playing around the post plant. Let's first take a look at the map to understand what Spirit did exactly to be able to pull this pistol round off. As you can see, they start off with having all 5 players towards lane, where they will set up ready for this B execute. Patsy will stay here, just making sure no CTs come out of Jaguar or jump up from middle. Now that the site is all secure, Patsy will then start the long flank all the way around to CT, while his teammates simply just try buy as much time as possible for this flank to come in, hoping to get the round win off of it. So now let's take a look at Siren's point of view to understand what exactly he did for the side of Spirit. He will be purchasing up a smoke and a Molotov, however making sure to drop over the Molotov towards...
Hello and welcome back everybody. We had a little bit of a break, we had little troubles setting up the match room, but we should be ready very shortly now. I hope you're all sticking around here. If you're only joining us now, you're in for 95 Vikings against Yggdrasil game. Yeah, it will come. It will come by the end of the night. I can say this name without stuttering. Yeah, but we are seeing a Group B game here, which the group is already all full swing, of course. A lot of games played, but this will be the first for 95 Vikings there. And we are seeing the video now and talking a little bit about the maps moving in. Last DCA season, 95 Vikings' most played map was definitely Inferno, one of their more comfortable maps as well. Good old Inferno. And well, I'm expecting something on the usual sort of band here, Overpass, which kind of switched 95 Vikings off ECA Open playoffs as well. They faced a German side that played very strong Overpass, for example. And I feel like that's going to be one of the prior bands there as well. And I can't see it from here. Which map is that?
Mirage.
Yeah, it feels like Mirage these, and second one is going to be actually Overpass from Yggdrasil side. Like best of ones, of course, you'd like to land with a map you've played enough. You don't get second chances there. Nuke's going to be the second ban from 95 Vikings side. They have done well on Nuke, but not definitely one of their priority maps. Ancient is banned from Yggdrasil side. That's a map you generally don't see on best of ones at all, of course, because it's an extreme conflict, and usually it's just who starts on CT side first. But now it's just gonna be a matter of, well, Dust 2, Inferno, something along the likes of that, something very common.
You can never go wrong with one of the classic maps. It's the maps that most people try and perfect first.
Yeah, I feel like everybody needs to know these maps. You know, you have to at least individually have to be on somewhat of a level.
Yeah, you get
And
the Mirage, Dust 2, Inferno.
Yeah.
Then you go on to the Ancient.
Yeah, I'm sure all of these players have hundreds and hundreds of games.
Thousands.
These maps. Yeah, thousands definitely.
Many of hundreds of hours, probably more hours in Dust 2
Yeah.
in your own hometown. And that will be Vertigo off the board, I believe.
Yeah, dozens. Just yep, Vertigo taken out. Well, I think we've seen 95 Vikings of Vertigo actually historically, but Inferno is gonna be the map today, and I feel like that's pretty good for 95 Vikings. Probably something that they were hoping to see here, what they were hoping to find, and we will see if that really suits Yggdrasil's needs as well. In fact, they did. Their first game of the season was on Inferno, which they won 16-11. So gonna be a battle of two, maybe more similar sides there.
Yeah, Inferno is a good close quarters map.
Yeah, it's not that much of a puggy map, but then again, I feel like, you know, we've seen great comebacks happen on Inferno as well recently in the European RMRs as well. And definitely it's going to be interesting to see what the two sides can come up with. You know, 95 Vikings having a bit more stronger CT side, for example, on Inferno, and maybe looking to start off with that as well. And we're going to need a knife round, of course, to find that out.
I mean, it's an all-time classic map. You can never go wrong with a good game on Inferno. Hopefully,
yeah, exactly.
That is something that these two teams could deliver for us in spades. Let's not have a part.
Yeah. Yep. And we're going on a small break then until we'll start with the game. Don't you go anywhere.
think this is done. No health left, and there we go, join the force. They take the victory over 95 Vikings. And they take the first spot in this season.
2 groups of 7 teams will battle against each other in a round of robin best of 1 stage. Number 1, each group goes to the semi-finals. Worst team of each group is out. The other 10 teams will go to the playing stage and battle it out for the remaining spots in the playoffs.
Doge gets the 1. Now it's on Pena. He gets the 1. Can he get the second as he peeks out? He does get the second!
They again are having a bye and the Ren boost is coming out. This is what you like to see. And Bradfly takes the entry onto JV so easily. He was just flying like a bird there.
Right, hello there, and welcome back everybody. We are here with the 9th round of the matchup between 95 Vikings and Yggdrasil. Will be a caster Run Rumbles, and I'm joined by Cookie.
Sup. It's been too long trying to get into this game. It's felt like the Japanese Grand Prix over the weekend. Yeah, fans, they know at home what that feels like. But shorter time, get the 9th round, get this nice and sorted.
Yep, absolutely, and looks like 95 Vikings did secure it as well, so they can start off on their CT side. Arguably their better side on Inferno. Always a good head start.
So any interesting strats coming out on pistol, be nice to see, but you'll see anything extravagant. 2 flash and a smoke coming out for... I can't read the name for the life of me. White on yellow isn't matching well. To figure that out as we go along. But,
absolutely, yeah. Already a little bit of movement. 95 Vikings generally with a very classic split here. Not going for anything too much aggressive. Usually they do on the CT side pistol, but oh, and there's the waterfall coming out. Yggdrasil just makes it so easily past everyone there. Pred is being felled as 3-on-2 situation is presented to us, but OG just grabs it by the horns and Loki goes down. The top fragger of the last game from Yggdrasil's side. Now it's just Fong trying to figure out a way to retrieve that bomb, but also trying to avoid all of these CTs just crowding him, but he might even get the double here, but he's just peeked at from too many angles at once, and 95 Vikings will secure the pistol round.
yeah, the strat worked well. Predify misses shots initially, but they picked up the kills when they needed to, and he tried his best with the P250, but the shots just couldn't land. So you'll see the SMGs coming out for 95 Vikings. Save for Yggdrasil. So round seems to already be going towards 95 Vikings. It's more of a formality than anything, but we're still going to play the round out as the util will head down bananas. They start to push and try and pick off any of those pistols. The Eagles still can do damage, so they do have to be careful. but they do have a lot of advantage, especially with no armor on that side. Just waiting, see if they get some picks off, but interesting yet happening so far. Just gauging. 4 on the A site, interestingly. So 2 playing by the archers. They're looking to play heavy on those rotates. If they do push towards the B site with Mustache Cat playing more aggressively as he spams through the wood and pallet on cards, has a little bit of damage, gets taken back, but other than that, not much movement happened so far. But it looks like they're going to rotate towards this B side. So they'll see what they can get going. Sten's going to be joining him now, so it'll be 2 on that site defending it, but it'll be still a hell of a task to get all 4 of those players taken down with just the 2 SMGs.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, Yggdrasil, of course, they still have plenty of time left,
Oh,
losing
big
a lot of health
Molotov.
there. Yeah, Zelian survives just on 20 points of HP there. Nade being flung over as well, but Zelian's already
That was further down
being
Banana.
escorted away from danger there.
On the rotate towards the A site now.
Yep. Still, might be not the safest, of course. It's just their pistols, but they are just gunning and running inside. Fred doing a good job, gets a triple kill with the MP9. OG provides the final touch, and that's going to be the second already for 95 Vikings. Well played there. Nothing else to say. Yggdrasil just shut down. They couldn't remove that pit player right away. Just dropped down, crouched. Balcony already aggressive, that being Predator. Big return for 95 Vikings, by the way. This is why we have that break at the start of the game. Initially, they had Arnav, the younger player. They tried out for 1 season of DCA. Now playing back. And Mustache Cat, maybe a bit too aggressive. Flashed out. Fonk still takes 1 kill. Pre is pushed up as well. Looks like 95 Vikings taking it as a cue to now roll back a little bit.
Yeah,
It's got these vital kills and refreshing that smoke. No need to push it any further.
Yeah, and Prick's able to pick up that AK, which is quite important. Especially they didn't have a massive buy. They had the SMGs they have for Moss, but that AK is going to come in quite handy if he manages to keep that alive into the next round, as 3 players have pushed towards apartments and Predator in using that Molotov to try and get those players out of position. Just a bit more hesitant at the moment, seeing if they can get any picks up towards brackets, but nothing available at the moment. So,
Yeah, well, they're gonna have to make a move on top mid now. Lucky is actually pushing up a little bit. Stan already knows and reads this. This is one of his favorite positions to hold in the off as well once it becomes late game, but he only gets a trade in that position. Yggdrasil, they can still make a decision. Maybe they can cut away on towards B site, and looks like this is what they are committing to. Pre is just there by himself. Nobody on CT, but Yggdrasil is being really careful, just checking every corner, checking a possible lure coming from the backside. They're just being as safe as possible here. Pre, of course, just spotting, and I'm pretty sure they can call these players over with ease.
this is where this AK is going to come in massively handy. Trying to pick up these players. Can he get the first kill? Oh, he doesn't manage to get the first kill. That's an incredible play there. They will get the bomb down. That AK is taken off the board. That makes that much harder for the CT defense. They picked up another AK from the A site, so they're going to rotate. See if they get towards church. Ooh, firing through the church. Doesn't manage to pick up anything, but does a lot of damage. As both of them will start to push from the same spot again. They don't know it yet. They're watching the wrong angles as he peeks out from behind the box. He gets taken out, and on top of Coffins, he's taken out as well. A great retake there in the 2v2 from 95 Vikings to salvage that round, as it looked almost certain it was going to go to Yggdrasil, but they managed to pull it back.
Yeah, definitely great communication there. Looks like, yeah, Angle wanted to go for that kill, but the swung a bit too hard. Couldn't even take cover after the first shots, and I mean both of them were low on HP as well. Both of Yggdrasil's players there, and 95 Vikings made it look easy, but it could have gone either way.
Yeah, now on the T side, they're going to be moving to this force buy, which there's not a lot of utility left in their hands. They've used that Molotov, so now they've got a smoke and a flash left. This is kind of all or nothing now for this. If you don't get this, they've got a save round, and that puts 95 Vikings up 5-0, so vitally important round for them to pick up. But 95 Vikings have picked themselves up 2 AKs, so that's going to make that harder than they'd want.
Yeah, with that utility, you know, Yggdrasil, they can only make like that first attempt happen at the take. Just that one smoke down, either cross smoke from B or library smoke down if they want to move over there. But it's going to be rough, you know, they just have that one opportunity to commit and finish off. Otherwise, they will not get that round. I feel like they have a massive disadvantage with that utility, and 95 Vikings just stalling as much as they can here. You can see Banana pretty much locked off. So they have to take up that decision whether they want to push up and expose themselves.
Yeah, I think they're leaning towards this B site with the one smoke. It's a lot easier to take this. You smoke off CT and you've got a much better chance than trying to go towards that A site.
Yeah, and they're still Free as well, very close corners there. Nade ready to fly in as well, but Free already just trial. It takes Killian down. Moustache Cat is activated, gets a triple kill right as Yggdrasil exits through that smoke, and that was it for that round.
Yeah, it was a very good pickup there, and it was a ballsy play from the T side trying to picking up that force buy and see if they get something done, but they just couldn't get anything done with the Moustache Cat with the 3 incredible kills and the assistance from Prix with a 1 kill of his own.
Yeah, you think that maybe they want to wait that smoke to fade. You know, it only had like 5 to 10 seconds left, but then again, they only had 30 seconds. They can maybe possibly commit to a take any longer. They didn't know how many players there were, but generally that 2-3 hold for 95 Vikings has been very fruitful right now. But Stan, yeah, finding a little bit of trouble here, but still ends up with 2 kills and no damage taken. So he emerges as a great victor from that battle.
Yeah, that fast push up mid with the Deagles looked interesting at first, but it came to nothing as Predifly will encounter 2 inside of the apartment stairs. He's going to get some assistance there as Boiler's smoked off.
Yeah, Cred top mid smoke coming in as well, so Yggdrasil can't really take a step back and maybe move over to top mid. Everything's closed down, they're trapped again behind a lot of smokes, and Stan finds another player creeping through. That is not allowed here. There's just a boiler room left now with the Deagle and the Tech 9. It's going to be a very difficult take. And we can see they're just flirting with the exit there, and Stan finds another one, and he might move in to close it off. Lucky he's under so much pressure. There are fights and fights, but Stan takes his 4th kill of the round.
I think that was an ace. Believe.
Was it then? Oh.
I believe that was an ace. He picked up all 3, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, very possible actually.
Yeah, so time on the T side, they're going to have to rethink, because it's been a sweep so far in the first third of this half, with all 5 rounds going 95 Vikings. With the buy, the one buy we do see, so it does look like we're going to come with a full buy. But
Yeah.
Once again, it won't leave them with a lot of money, and there's an excess of money on the CT side with 4 AKs in hand, and they can easily pick up an AWP, but they're electing not to, as the T side just values what they do. First AWP in the game comes from the side with no money, ironically, as they will see if they can get any picks off down mid. And with no AWP on the CT side, it will be a bit easier to have those long contests.
Yeah, it's a little bit interesting. I mean, generally, 95 Vikings do want to get that AWP as fast as possible. Sten is a very formidable AWPer, and once again, a lot of aggression shown on Banana. There's a lot of guerrilla warfare going on. All the smokes have landed, and Yggdrasil's players stuck in them once again. Killian trying to be that backline support, but there is nothing to see, nothing to find there. They're now moving in a counter line. Free. Oh, what a double kill that was. He reacts so fast. It's just impeccable, really.
As he gets the 3rd on top of the wood pile there, and ooh, swing out, gets the trade, and now it's a 2v4. It's not doable, but it's not entirely impossible. Very hard to do, though, as they're going to smoke off towards Church and smoke off towards CT and see what they can do on site. It's only a 2v1 on site, though, unless Sten can push through the smoke. He does, and he catches him off guard, and he gets the 1 kill. Now it's just the AWP in the corner. Ooh, Killian gets that kill. He's stuck in the corner now. He tries to flash, and he peeks out a little bit too early, and Moustache Cat will pick up his 4th of the round.
Yeah, I mean, once you're hugging that wall, you know, you only have one opportunity to peek out, and he did get that 1 kill, but nothing extra there, and it's a 6th dry round for 95 Vikings. They've held strong right now, and they haven't even played really aggressive. You know, they're doing all the mandatory things. Just 2 players on B, doing all they can, just delaying the utility, and Yggdrasil's just left shrugging their shoulders. Or well, the other opportunity for them is just rushing through the smokes, and they find their end this way. Angle takes up a lot of damage there in an unusual fight.
Yeah, it's not an ideal. Ooh, Funks picks up the first kill, but it's not an ideal buy from the T side. They've got the Galils, they've got a decoy
Nade.
previously. The nade does quite a bit of damage to Angle. He will be put down to 22 HP, and they are stuck around the A site, and this does look advantageous on the minimap, but I don't know if they know what they're coming into yet. Mustache Cat is trying to hold firm around Archers, and he gets the one kill onto Funk, so that's that traded off, and now it becomes a 4v4. Sten has picked himself the AWP, he's on 34 HP, but he's going to get challenged from... Oh, he swings out. He doesn't manage to pick that up. Pretty Fly with the assistance. Oh my god, with the one tap!
Yeah, Pred is back. Really crazy reflexes there from Pred. You know, he could have done a 360 there. Stan finds one with the op, and well, you know, you don't even need to buy an op if you're just gonna steal one from the enemies. Mustache Cat spots the enemy, and now Killian has nowhere to go. He's just trapped in there. One player coming from our back, but Killian responds in time, gets pretty down, left with just 10 points of HP, shy of dying, but still trying to creep around and actually trying to secure the bomb. Very brave mission.
Yeah, the bomb being down is not great for him. If he had it, B site would have been wide open, but
Yeah, it's 10 seconds. He can't do
yeah,
anything.
he's going to have to be forced into a save. And Pretty Fly, he was him on that round, picking up those 2 huge kills, and 7-0 then for 95 Vikings. So they've taken a dominant lead so far on this CT side.
Yeah, it's make anything out of this right now for Yggdrasil. It's been really dry for them. Nothing even really to improve on. It seems like every time they make a move happen, 95 Vikings, they just have these positions under control. Anything they try, Yggdrasil trying to divide their plays, getting an apps push. Nothing. Everywhere is 95 Vikings smokes in place, players in place, and
There's no money left on the T side.
yeah, they force these Galils and utility out as well. So
yeah, a cumulative $300 left in their bank account, which is not a good sign, as Monks will find himself in between the Molotovs and Banana. Mustache Cat, I don't think he knows he's there.
Yeah, I think he doesn't know Funk's position. Funk with one good swing could definitely take out Mustache Cat, and that was an excellent flash over the top as well, and allowing Funk to secure that kill. And they're rushing into B site, and I feel like they don't even know that it's actually pretty much exposed, but 95 Vikings have to push through that smoke. Oh, Funk with a bit of luck there manages to get another kill to his tally.
Yeah, it was a great kill through the smoke there. They just managed to beat the CT rotate. They couldn't get it done. And Sten, he will go back to CT. He's going to try and pick someone off as he waits for support coming down Banana, but it looks like they're pushing towards the save. Yeah. It's a bit of a
understandably so. I mean, they have a lot of money though. I mean, if you're looking at the bank accounts of Pred, there Stan, you know, they can easily rebuy, but no point in wasting that. Oh, they know that Yggdrasil on these weaker weapons as well.
Yeah,
from
a tactical decision, it's a wise move. It's a smart move. But from a spectator point of view, we want to see him go for it, especially with how much money they have on board. But they've made that decision, especially with Prix on not a ton of money himself. So the drop for him is important. But that does give the T's their first round. They've struggled so far. They've picked it up, beating out that CT rotate.
Well, yep, 7-1. It's not too bad. I've seen bigger comebacks happen. Yggdrasil as well. They've now got back into the game, at least on the economical front. They have the most amount of utility I've seen in a while now.
And they got full util on that side. I mean,
yeah, absolutely. 95 Vikings, they're just pushing out. What is going on? They're just overrunning. Yggdrasil. Angle finds one. Makey find OG as well. No, OG gets the trade up and no refrag there. Sten misses his shot and takes up a lot of damage. Rough start for 95 Vikings. The plan maybe wasn't that good.
Yeah, they know their economy is on the brink of collapse, and they tried to break it, but it just didn't work. They were able to bend, they didn't break, and now Funks is going to find himself pushing towards the B site as he picks up a Mustache Cat. Well, they know that Pretty Fly is on CT. They smoked it up. Pretty Fly's going to spam through the smoke. He doesn't do any kills, but he does a lot of damage as Funks is down to 4 HP. The nade's going to fly over.
To the wrong side.
Yeah, it's not there as the bomb is going to go down in the 3v4. CT's not in a good spot.
Yeah, but it's an interesting setup. Looking at all the terrorists, you know, on Banana's side.
Yeah, they're
pretty much scrunched together there. Sadly, no more nades from 95 Vikings side, and they get that lurk down as well. So no OG support there, and he can't really call the shots this round as well. Pred and Sen have to invent something there. They're very close corners, but they're gonna run away with that op once again.
That round was very doable, but the pick from Killian has
Ooh.
dissuaded them. But Predifly's ready for any of those players to find them through the smoke, and he picks up that kill. Takes a gun off the board, an important gun off the board for future rounds if the T's can't pull more together. But that is their first 2 rounds on the board, back to back. And it is making 95Vikings economy look a little bit worse for wear. Still incredibly high and still very doable, but not as ideal as they'd want rounds.
Yeah, I feel like the only downgrade here is that one for Mars, but otherwise they're pretty well packed right now and ready to face off another round. Yggdrasil. Looks good in these entries. Funk has been really good. I mean, both of these rounds came from Funk's entry to B site. Just found these kills nicely put in the back pocket, and now they're here, just getting their way back here. Of course, they need a few more rounds before we can talk about winning the half.
I'm surprised Mustache Cat has picked up that M4 because Predifly's got more than enough to drop. So does Sten. So must maybe a personal choice or just a miscommunication there. A little bit of a fumble in the maths from Vikings.
I guess they did want to go with that utility, as there's no more full armor as well, even though there's a stolen A1S actually on the side of Yggdrasil. Decided to leave one AK behind. Some people do favor that over the AK.
Yeah, you don't see it much at the higher levels. I see it a lot in lower levels of matchmaking.
Yeah, I mean, A1S, I feel like it's still a good gun. This fireball is taken off. It doesn't really matter. On smoke-heavy maps, you know, it's really good. And like Inferno, Vertigo, it's still a decent choice. But
it's not what it used to be, but it's still a force of nature.
Yeah.
In the right hands, as Predifly has shown many times this game, and as has Sten. There's Mustache casting pushing towards his arch position, and they're going to be heading out through the smoke and.
Yep, a little bit of a fake towards A, and now they are moving into B side, trying to lock it down. OG very close here with Lockie actually on the other side, but we are gonna have to focus on that take now. Sten misses another shot and has to run away. They know he's inside construction now, and they will be focusing on taking him down, but they need to plant the bomb. They only have 6 seconds. What is going on? Where is Funk? He doesn't have the time.
Oh
Lord.
Miscommunication there. They didn't have the time to get the bomb down. That's going to cost them the round. And
they just
fumble there.
Ran out of all thoughts there. Looking at all directions, expecting more players to be there, but they forgot the final mission, planting the bomb to win the round. This isn't deathmatch.
Yeah. The only kill they were managed to pick up was Sten with the AWP, which, if you're going to kill anyone, you'd want to kill the guy with the AWP. Because
that's true. But now he's going to get it back anyways. And Zelian, once again, you know, 95Vikings, these mid pushes haven't been very fruitful right now. Pred does get a refrag, but that's just all he's good for. Killian finds Pred, and that's a big, almost lost round for 95Vikings, but Sten finds one answer at least and calms the game down a little bit right now.
That's a huge play from Sten, managing to level that up. If he doesn't get that, it's a much harder round to win.
Yeah.
It's really almost.
But right now they know that Mustache Cat is alone in Banana. They didn't push though. Mustache Cat does get to set that smoke down, and instead they're pulling over back towards mid, perhaps.
Yeah,
waiting to stand peek out first, and Killian misses the timing and just looks at his dead teammate there on his feet. Very unlucky timing there.
Sten is being a force of menace at the moment with this. All with Mustache Cat is just tingling with excitement on the thought of this lurk. He's encroaching. He's pushing up. He's waiting for the perfect moment. And he peeks and he gets the bomb carrier down. Oh, no reaction from the fella in mid as Zelian is on his own.
Must have been the wind.
Must have been the wind. He's not got a lot he can work with. He's going to try and push towards this B site. He'd rather take on the M4 than the AWP, and that's a smart decision. He's going to smoke towards something. Don't know what it is. I'm not going to lie, but Zelian's going to pick Banana, and he's not going to get the kill, and that's 95Vikings after a calamitous start to the round. Off the back of Sten's double AWP, they take the round, and that was a great round from 95Vikings, showing what they have.
Getting the AWP a little bit before that as well has been curb stomping the game. 15 kills now, and his impact has been massive so far. Yggdrasil. Well, they could have gotten that round, of course, but yeah, 1 kill, of course, onto Mustache Cat, because I think they had like 15 seconds Zelian to still get to B side and plant, but These are just what ifs right now. 95 Vikings back to the usual holes. This time more passive positions on B side. They were expecting a rush from Yggdrasil, considering their economy. This could be very likely. Killian picking up, Blockade dying on the other side of the map on the lurk, so that's not very good. They can't really recommit right now. 95 Vikings could very easily push down onto mid again, but not conceding their positions this time.
No, they've got the advantage in terms of economy. There's Deagles and Galeals on the side of the D's. It's not an ideal place to be, and you don't really give him any of them guns as Killian flashed through the smoke. Someone check his files. He's cheating, I swear. And with a fantastic kill, he's going to swap to that M4.
Yeah, a bit exposed now, 95 Vikings. The site was left open, but Yggdrasil doesn't make the move as Killian doesn't capitalize on that kill. They're being a bit patient. They still do have a smoke. They have a couple of flashes.
Okay to B, they've got a 4v1 on A.
Yeah, it is going to be tough, and the player that's going to be receiving them is Pred, and he has to prove his worth, and now he gets that bomb taken down right now, but it has to take more players with it. Oh, Sten finds already another one, and all the players are here now. It's going to be a massacre. Just one more player left. Killian in apartments. What can he muster up here? He's dancing around, trying to find someone, but Pred is going to connect with the head any second now, and that's going to be the 10th for 95 Vikings.
That is 2 poor rounds back to back from Yggdrasil. They were in the 2v2, they were hesitant in mid, and they got kills on the flank, and now in a 4v1 on site. Yeah, he's in pit. Once the first guy goes down, you can throw that Molotov, and you have the numbers advantage. You've got to be able to push that side, but they got scared. They held up. The rotate came in. Sten coming in clutch with the AWP again, and it's not been good enough from the T side. And the 10-2 scoreline shows that as they're going to be forced into not a favourable buy. I assume they probably won't go with much.
Yeah.
They have money for the rest of this half.
Very anticlimactic game from Yggdrasil comparing to the first one, where they did win 16-11 on Info. Okay, bits. You know what? The freeze time was over. Leave it, Jesus.
Oh, that's a blunder. That's
Yeah, that just sums up Yggdrasil's game. You know, it's just missed timings everywhere.
doing themselves in the face, not really the foot. Yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
One does a bit more damage, but yeah, they've more shot themselves in the face. This game so far, as the Deagles are going to push towards the A-bomb site.
Ooh, narrowly connects with Sten there, but the bullet just whiffs past him instead. I think Sten did get a shot off, but just nicked the arm of one of these players. I think it was Fonk because Killian already took that friendly fire.
Yeah.
3 long battles on Banana, and almost no utility used. Lots of Wild Western play here.
Prick's getting really aggressive and putting Low-Kedge onto only 9 HP, and the only people above, anyone above 75 is to the bomb over there. They are number 0, so it's not a good spot for them. So they're gonna rotate towards this B side. They're gonna have to deal with the 2 players on Banana as they get flashed out, and it's just not a good spot for them. Oh, as they're going through, Killian can't get it done. As Mustache Cat will manage to pick that up as the flash will come out, and Funks will try and pick up. Oh, he misses the shot behind the sandbag. Now they're both there. Pricks 1, 2, 3, 4 kills with the assistance from Stan on one of those kills. It's not going well for the T's at all. 11th on the board for 95 Vikings.
Yeah, they were just crouched there behind sandbags like a couple of ducks. Then, you know, they decide to stand up, getting 4 kills. Easy as that. 95 Vikings on to 11th round now, and well, that CT side is absolutely theirs. The first half is completed for them pretty much, but OG takes a nasty AWP shot at the back. Still escapes with his life though. Red, nice timing on the flash once again, and oh lord, these 3 flashes have been amazing right now. They tried that same apartments push last time as well, but that time apartments was clean. This time Fonk's gonna be the victim.
Yeah, it's another not ideal start to the round from Yggdrasil, as they're going to be heading towards the apartments. The bomb will be joining them as they're kind of forced into
Yeah. Just utility shipped in there as well, closing down these corners. Sten ready with a nade in his hand. Well timed, but I think it doesn't connect with anyone there.
Looks like they felt stuck this entire game. That they don't feel like they have any presence, any openings. They've not had anything to work with, and you know, 95 Vikings have capitalized it.
Yeah.
They came second last season for a reason, and they're showing it today with an absolute dismantlement of Yggdrasil's T side. They've really not been contending. The only rounds they've gotten is that save, and they got a round on merit, but it's not really been good enough. As 30 seconds will be left, and
Oh,
gotta make
it could be something.
ooh, they could have summon. No, gets picked off, and Killian gets one, but Solian's traded. Many kills are coming in left, right, and center as it's left. The bomb isn't even down yet, and as he gets picked off by Sten as he drops towards the site. That's a major blunder there. As the Swede will be stuck towards Arches. He gets the one kill. There's one in library, and Prix is trying to pick him off from the CT spawners. He's going to move in towards the site. Does manage to find himself on site. He doesn't have the bomb yet. He's got full HP, so he has an advantage there, but he's got to deal with two people at once. He's got to reload, and the round's going to end. He's not going to pick up any of those kills. And
Yeah, once again,
blunder.
time's going to be working against Yggdrasil, and it just doesn't work out. As long as Stan is alive on that long position or in library, it's going to be real tough making a womb out of apartments, even if they get that pit player or that balcony player, which can be done, of course. 95 Vikings generally putting two players very aggressively in that position. Zelian finding another player on mid, and this is like these only positions where Yggdrasil just connect their shots. Bonk finding Pred as well, and that could be something. And they need to capitalize on that. Now Stan finding the head of Killian. It's just like an assassin runs away now.
Unnecessary getting a headshot with the AWP there, but he's done it. And just to flex his mechanical skill, as all players from the CT side have rotated towards A, almost an incredible prediction. It's like they've got the map, like we have, been able to see where all of these guys are, and going to contest down mid. Might come across low kid.
I feel like it's going to be the version 2 of the last round, but this time they have more forces on mid as well. Now the boiler players are activating. Two players there on long. Lucky going to throw that Molotov into that corner, so that is going to push Moustache Cat out. Is burning, but he gets away somehow. Looking away. How does it happen? Stan finds a kill. He might find more. He's currently playing for time there on pit. Oh, he's just flirting with the heads right now. Zelian picking up a kill, but Sten is still alive. He's behind the half wall. Pre is connecting, and all of 95 Vikings players as aggressive as possible now. Both of the sides playing with the edge of the smokes there. Funk trying to find someone along, but this is not where Sten nor Pre is. Pre's walking out the smoke, but Pre is faster as well. And now it's 2 on 0, as this is going to be the end of the first half.
Well, that's embarrassing. It was just too slow from that round, and the round before is Yggdrasil has just been too slow making their executes. They've had the openings and they've not taken them. They've let 95 Vikings have half a second to reset, and in that half a second they've thwarted everything they've thrown at them. And I get the feeling that this is going to unfortunately translate to the CT side, and if 95 Vikings... Oh, that's the scores wrong round. Bass, fix it! Scores are wrong round. There we go. I feel like if 95 Vikings get on site, that Yggdrasil just aren't going to be able to rotate quick enough if that T-side shows anything.
Yeah, definitely. Now it's going to be an apartment pop there from 95 Vikings. Well, at least they're trying to, getting that bomb over there. It was just a little bit of a scare, though. They're pulling it back towards Banana. Now just a little bit of a twitchy feeling there for Yggdrasil as they're moving into more passive positions, but they see where that utility is coming from. They know it's going to be a B take now, finally, and Moustache Cat trying to clear this corner as fast as possible, just flies on top of Killian and gets him down.
Nothing is more infuriating than being killed by a flying guy in Counter-Strike.
Yeah.
4 players will have to try and retake this, and Funk's no armor on himself, so he's not going to have much to do with, as he's going to be met by Stan, stood on top of those coffins, and it's just a really tough spot for them. They got to check every single angle all at once. As Stan misses all the shots. Oh, he doesn't manage to land it. It's 3 quick kills come out from the CT side. Now it's just Pricks left in a 1v4, 1v3. Now an 0v3 as Yggdrasil do manage to pull that back. It was looking dire, but the 3 quick kills on the pistols managed to pick up that round for them. And it's 13-3. It's still a long way to go, but we've got to start somewhere.
Yeah, Preder was left in a very bad position. That retake was more akin to 95 Vikings, definitely. Very well done. They were very patient coming out from the church, but just enough time left on the clock as well. Nothing too crazy. Yggdrasil getting the 3rd round. It's if you look at the scoreboard, the situation is bleak, of course.
Yeah, it's not perfect. SMG buy. Everyone's getting
Yeah, fairly equal actually. Oh my lord, what is this?
Many kills coming out from all over the place.
Yeah.
Can't even keep track of them as Funks gets 3, maybe 4 kills in the banana death hallway that's been created there by those MAC-10, those MP9s. And
I mean, this is what happens, you know, when 9 players buy SMGs. This is exactly what goes down.
Death Alley in banana.
Yeah, Yggdrasil now onto a better buy, of course. 2 A1S is out as well, and that's stolen Galil, which sets 95 Vikings back a little bit. They're going on without almost no utility. Apartments pop, some kind of waterfall could be their best option here, but they have trouble, of course, clearing it out as well. Angle firing some warning shots down there.
Yeah, Mr. OG having enough. Getting some kills in the previous rounds and having enough to buy some utility might be the savior for this attempt for 95 Vikings, having something to, having some flashes, having some smokes, not having to peek every blind as they are going to waterfall out of apartments, and 2 quick kills from Lokage. As will he get the third in pit? No, he doesn't, as he is picked off, and now it's left in a 1v3 now. Zelian is here to cut him off on truck, and he does manage to pick that up, and another quick round. There's the first 3 rounds go in favor of Yggdrasil, but it's as you would expect. They won the pistol, and they managed to pick up the second round as well, and the third round followed very easily. So now we've got a full buy on the T side, fully-ish. So we'll see what they can get going.
Yeah. The idea was nice last round, but because nobody made it past balcony other than Stan, you know, others just did it in it.
Ooh, aggressive play!
Ooh,
Quick trade.
Yeah, good trade there, 95 Vikings. They do have that bomb back and most of their players as well, so nothing too much of value was lost there, but there's
Aggressive
one flirting with his options, and that's Pre, and his center is grave. And maybe a bit too optimistic there on apartment so early on into the round. You're gonna just concede the players.
Yggdrasil looked like a different team so far on the CT side to what they were showing on T side, as the 95 Vikings are going to look to pop towards banana. Stan's got a flash ready to go.
Yep.
As Funks is going to drop a flash for his teammate, and he's going to re-peek out, and he's going to get killed by Stan, who's been on top of this game so far, and Killian is now left on his own to try and deal with these 3 players. He pushes out, and he kills the bomb carrier, importantly. He will get picked up again by Mustache Cat, and they have that smoke down, so they are able to pick that up, to get that plant down. It's going to get re-smoked. Now we're in a 2v2. AK versus M4. There's not a ton of utility left on the board, as they're going to have one coming up banana angle. He's going to be able to do... He's not going to be able to do much with the positioning of the T's, and it's going to be mainly down to Lokage to see what he can do. But he's just hesitant. He doesn't know where he wants to go, and can't find anything. 95 Vikings playing very well, just not peeking, not giving them anything free. Running behind second oranges and behind dark, and they peek out at the same time, and now it's left in a 2v1 with low HP. Ooh, he doesn't manage to get it, but Lokage, will he have time to defuse the bomb?
He has the kit. He can make it.
Kit, yeah, just about managed to do it with 13 HP. Ooh, it's going to be gutting there for 95 Vikings, seeing how little HP he was on after such a great attempt at retaking it. Molotov was very key there. And
yeah, they got a bit shaky there. It's, they wanted to make that double peak happen to equal the playground, but that already took one of these players out, just 10 left, and much you could do there.
Yeah, 95 Vikings with the bomb plant and some kills are able to full buy again. So we will have the guns repeat, and they don't have an AWP, but Killian has picked himself up an AWP. He will be stationed at device. So that's going to be something to contend with if they want to head towards banana. Mustache Cat just firing up some shots on top banana, but won't be able to land anything as they look like they're set towards an 8 push.
Yeah, once again, you know, 2 players in apartments, now they're joining the forces in top mid instead. Tried to just clean it up a little bit, nobody was quite inside it. 1 player moved over towards balcony. Yggdrasil definitely having that pressure over towards A. Locke takes a lot of damage and the spray continues. And I think even Pre took some friendly fire there, but all in good faith there. Locke got taken out, and that means the 95 Vikings have that player advantage, and looking to see where they can move with it. Yggdrasil deciding to just hold 2 and 2 right now. Fonk again, close corners, activating with a flash, but doesn't find anyone. I think they do have another one there. No, they don't. There is just Killian with a flash, but nothing else to hold 95 Vikings back. They
Funk.
can close the site down, but Funk does a very formidable job there getting that first player down. If anything else happens now, 95 Vikings have to hurry up.
Yeah, it's 30 seconds left. They're going to rotate towards this A site with the bombs. They're going to keep one in guard on Banana just to see if any rotates, but the rotates are coming out through CT spawn. He's hesitant. He's going back towards B. This is a perfect opportunity. The one in mini pit, he's been Molotov out. Can they get the pick? He's gone towards mini pit again. Sten will pick that up, and can they pick the guy up in the corner? Yes, they can now. It's down to a 2v2 as the player, Killian, rotating through CT. He's not able to pick up anything through that smoke as both these players in CT. Will they go for it, or will they want to guns? They looks like they're both going for it as they're heading towards Moto 1, heading towards brackets.
Yeah, I mean, if you get these kills, you know, it would be so great. Funk just, Sten just crouches in time. Killian as well misses by an inch there.
Yeah,
And looks like now they have to back off. They had that one chance, but
yeah,
they
they
don't
were
want to risk it.
looking for that pick. If they'd had that pick, it's a different round, but they didn't.
Yeah.
Gotta leave and keep that up, especially is important as the T's are going to start the bomb site. It'd be interesting to see if they run a Banana, try and get these kills. Don't know if they will. No, they're going to look to hide as 14th comes to the board for Vikings, and you're looking scary now on the scoreboard for Yggdrasil. It's 2 rounds, and that's it. You've got to be perfect, basically, from now on. Overtime, I believe, available on cards, so you know they can give up 1 round at most, but it's a lot of pressure now to be near perfect, and they've not been near perfect. Honestly, they've been far from it. So to be near perfect for these next 10 rounds.
Yeah, these
just Killian.
pierced 3 players that shot.
Oh, they've not been perfect so far, but no, Killian's been very perfect on that pick, and that
And
will.
they're going with a dual op setup as well. Lockie giving an op as well. And look at these buys. They just look like something out of a Master Guardian game. These.
Yeah, they've totally forced them away from that Banana push, just from that AWP kill and all of that damage, and Mustache Cat and Sten both vulnerable to a grenade. They don't have it on the side of Yggdrasil, which is an issue for them, and Wangle's going to
Yeah, but
top apartments. Ooh, yep, here comes the moving through. Oh, 2 quick kills from Angle as he picks him up through the wall and the headshot, and Zillion is going to help out as the bomb drops down. As Master OG just trying to find his way around long, but he won't be able to find anything. He's just stuck between a rock and a hard place as he's trying to find any picks he can and keep his gun alive, but Yggdrasil is just collapsing on top of him as he's not managed to land the shots. That's 7 for Yggdrasil. I said they need to be perfect, and that was a pretty perfect round from them.
yeah, exactly. It took a major risk with these with that buy that really paid off. You know, all started actually with that Killian shot. They killed 1 and well, reduced the HP of 2 players right away. And Banana, I don't see that a lot.
Yeah, that allowed Angle to pick up those 2 kills in apartments, which quite lucky to be fair. He didn't spot them initially on the
yeah,
on
but
the
continued on with this nice.
Yeah, he managed to pick that up quite well. And Yggdrasil's going to take a timeout. Interestingly, you think 95 Vikings would be the one to take that, with them being very low on the economy, but no, they're confident in what they're doing. They feel like 1 or 2 things go the right way, and they're going to get it. And yes, we can see P250s. Okay, we get it.
Yeah, we're gonna see another timeout actually, it seems like. So I feel like that's maybe something more there. Someone having to take a short break, perhaps.
Someone's going to go run toilet, go pee.
Yeah. Clean bladder, clean mind.
Yeah, I don't think anyone has ever said that in the history of the universe, but I will go with it. Sure. It's upgraded pistols for 95 Vikings, but yeah, we'll see what they can do.
Yeah,
I've seen crazier things.
Yeah, I guess it's gonna be possibly another pop into apartments, maybe, and that seems like it's the exact destination where they are heading towards.
Yeah, as that Molotov thrown will do a bit of damage to Mr. OG. Just take off 17 HP as they're waiting.
Players holding short.
Yeah, they're waiting down bottom apartments. They're going to head up. They're going to see if they can get this kill. Angle, the menace last time. Now he has an AK. Last time, you see what he did with the FAMAS. Imagine what he can do with a rifle.
There comes the pop.
Yeah, he's going to be forced off the balcony as 2 go down from the side of 95 Vikings, but
Well, it's
They
an
managed to pick
improvement.
up- Yeah, they've got themselves an AK in the hands of Pricks, who has been quite handy with it so far this game. And are they able to get the bomb down? They are with the smoke on Moto. So able to set up, key that bomb plant, so they're going to have a good money for the next round as Yggdrasil see what they can do on this retake.
Yeah, the fact they managed to stop Yggdrasil from pushing in too aggressively is pretty good. I mean, they did have something there with the smoke as well. Pre gets one trade, but that's not very good. 2-on-3 situation, 2 players coming in from long. This is tough. Killian is there as well. Pre makes himself known there too much. Locky drops down. There's one player coming over the top, but is already Killian
Oh,
fast.
through the wall!
Yeah, just too many ops there. Way too many.
Too many people to deal with. Killian, the only one who could really do anything. He's asked to put the entire weight of he had so much work to do. He had to pick up all 3 players realistically. Sten with that P250 is not going to do a ton, and yeah, it just wasn't a great spot for him. That's round number 8, and the score does look closer. If Yggdrasil is,
Yeah.
there's a good feeling, but I get the feeling that 95 Vikings they're okay with where they're at right now. They're happy. They know that they still have 2 rounds to go. They can pick up 2 in the next 7.
Yeah, there's a little margin of error allowed, for sure.
Yeah,
But they
Yggdrasil-
need to just finish it off like they did on the CT half. I mean, there were just flawless rounds right there, and Killian trying the same shots. Well, he managed to get a whole round with pretty much, but this time not finding anyone. Mustashka did.
Yeah, Yggdrasil.
Did lose 3 points of HP from somewhere.
Ooh, Frick's taking a bit of damage there, taking 34 HP
Oh.
lost somewhere, and Loki's through the wall. Where on earth was that? As Predifly will hit the deck, and that's him off the board. He's been fantastic this game so far. 21 kills to his name, and we won't get any more in this round as they're going to smoke off archers, and Lokage will be flashed out, and they're going to try and push towards him as he backs
Oh,
off.
lucky.
Oh, Loki's managed to get it off. Pricks 2 quick kills. Holy, my word, he gets them quickly, and he will manage to pick up himself an AWP, and with the 16 HP, that's basically a 1 bullet versus 1 bullet, regardless of what gunfight he
They
has.
have 2 Molotovs as well. They can close down library, but there's one player coming around as well from apartments, maybe.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like Funk doesn't know exactly where to approach from as well. Decides
Yeah.
to go for that apartment run now. One more player from short. Mustache Cat holding it. It's not all gonna come down. Mustache Cat has to find that kill there. Trying to time it together. Mustache Cat finds the first one. He's 1-on-2 now. He's scared away from Pit, but Killian's already receiving him.
Oh yeah, he was managed to pick up those kills, and yeah, Pricks in the pit in mini pit wasn't able to pick up that kill coming out of library. It's a good flash from him, and 95 Vikings. Yggdrasil will pick up their 9th, and yeah, Yggdrasil looking. They probably feel very confident about themselves. And 95 Vikings, they know that they can give up a few more rounds, but it's starting to get to the point where it's gonna get a bit embarrassing if they keep giving up these rounds. They only need 2 more, so the fact they've given up so many is concerning.
Yeah, absolutely. You might need that round difference later on in the group as well. So 95 Vikings, they better close it off soon. They have some retries available, considering their loss bonus is just maxed out now. And it's RTC comparing to the CT side. Funk very aggressively outside, and Mustache Cat, well, trying to find him now, still at the edge of that smoke.
95 Vikings, their T-side's been better than what Yggdrasil's was, but Yggdrasil CT has just been better. As Funks is going to try and pick up a kill, he doesn't manage to get it. He's going to do a lot of damage onto Pricks, and Mustache Cat just hide behind the card to see if he can keep himself alive, and does, as they're still deciding on where they want to go. Spam through the pallet. Very lucky as he's going to duck back, and ooh, Mr. OG's picked off by Zellion down towards brackets, and that fake has been completely. Oh, that's totally worked though. As one player's rotated, now it's just a 4v2 on the.
But Killian's gonna line them up. No, he only hits one of them. And the rest of them making their way onto site. They find 2, Killian included, and rest of Yggdrasil has to rotate back over.
That was a huge play there for Mr. OG to bait Lokage towards that site, and a massive blunder from him to choose that rotate. And now they're left in a 4v3. I've said it hasn't been great so far, and this has been even better. And now from 95 Vikings, they have a chance to pick up their 15th.
Oh, boosty position from Angle. But
Yeah.
nobody's giving away these positions.
Nobody's
Nate
interested.
flies in. That is completely blocked away, actually, from Boost.
Yeah, the AWP has made his way past Coffins. He's near one of those orange
Haven't
boxes.
cleared any corner yet, and
He
they're gonna
cleared-
lose out of time. Oh lord.
ran out of time. They cleared nothing, and the bomb was ticking down, and yeah, it just didn't go their way, did it? There's 15th round and potentially penultimate round there for 95 Vikings. They need one more round to pick this up, and I've just looked at the money on Yggdrasil, and it's not great. They've got a FAMAS, they have an AWP, they've not got a ton utility, versus an AWP full util. It's not how you want to start your comeback against a match point. It's not looking
Yeah,
good.
definitely.
There's idealer buys versus.
Yeah, Killian, as usual, holding that banana with his AWP. So far, it's been pretty good, stopping several rounds on 95 Vikings, which were supposed to be broken their economy, but this time 95 Vikings being very careful. They are plotting something.
Scheming something towards the A site. Just looking for picks, they haven't found anything so far. As Yggdrasil well aware of their situation, they can't give up anything. They're being very passive compared to the start of this half, where they were all balls to the wall, throwing themselves down mid and down apartments. They're going to be very passive. As yep, the movement's heading towards B. It's going to be a
Well-
B execute, and once again, Lockhedge has rotated himself
Oh.
towards arches instead of staying towards this site.
Yeah, early
This-
boost in. This time, passive positions. They boosted Fonk over onto
and
planters,
moved
but
back.
no, they're gonna rotate over. This is pretty interesting. The pre takes damage.
Is this the triple bluff from Lokage? He
It's a
backed
bit
up
tough, but Lockage is in position, and
Yeah, he's in
they're
a
gonna. Oh, that's gonna be rounded out. Oh, Angle is with a Molotov in hand. OG can't do anything. Finds one kill, and finally Pretty's out of apartments right at the good time. He wasn't challenged at all there, and he was the key right now as well, securing that site.
And unlike what Yggdrasil were able to do on their T side, they had those picks, they collapsed on the site, found that 3v1, and now they've left Yggdrasil in a 2v3. No saving, they've got to go for it. They've got to try and get these picks, and that smoke's not going to be ideal. The Molotov isn't going to help either.
Oh, free nose. He got that
Free
crosshair on,
nose,
but he
yeah.
wants to push
Oh,
away
he's
to the knife, but he might get the second. Oh, that's a way to close off the game. 16-9. And 95 Vikings take the victory in their first game in the Authority League Season 4.
That was a great play there from 95 Vikings, being able to pick that up and recognizing what they were dealing with and being able to collapse. And yeah, 95 Vikings, their CT side was just worlds better than what Yggdrasil could provide on CT, and 95 Vikings T side was better as well. It's they showed why they came second last season. They're looking to win this year. Not this year, this season. You know, get one spot higher, and they've started it well. The best way to start is 1-0. They've started 1-0.
Absolutely, yeah. It was a great game. Yeah, I think I personally kind of expected 95 Vikings to win. No, like the start was very explosive. Yggdrasil responded very nicely on their CT side, but I guess minor errors crept in, and of course there's several games left to play for them, so they can very easily challenge for the first place of the group still. So there's no crying right now or spilled milk yet.
Yeah, Yggdrasil, they're going to have to take a look at that VOD and learn what they can for the next games, as they have been humbled there by 95 Vikings. Great team, and I look forward to seeing what they can provide in the future.
But I guess that will be it from us tonight. I was your caster Ryan Rumbles, and here I was with Cookie.
It's been a pleasure.
Okay. Yep, and tune in. I think the next games are going to be on the 12th, so check in then, and see you soon.
Bye.